So we're gonna play the hypothetical again. We're gonna say they win the championship. And I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna spoil everything for America. I don't know who watching, I don't know who gonna place their bets before. I'm going Andrew Wiggins to finals MVP. I'm calling now. America. In Ukraine, wherever it's at. Damn, why I give Ukraine too much news? Anyway, I don't know where I got Ukraine from. I got Andrew Wiggins winning the finals MVP. But hypothetically speaking, we're going to go at Steph Curry winning the finals MVP. And would that put him top 10 all time? You want to go first on this one?
Yeah, so I think it absolutely is going to put him top 10 all time. I think that his argument at that point will be right alongside. I think he gets in that Bird, Duncan, Kobe like type range. I think that's where he ends up. And the reason why I'm thinking about it, I think about Bird specifically, where like Bird actually has 3 championships, 3 MVPs, but one of his championships was won by or one of the finals MVP was won by Cornbread Maxwell, and he played alongside a big three. So I look at that from that perspective of putting him alongside Bird. The things that I would probably give Bird over him is the fact that Bird does have a couple all defensive teams. I want to say Bird has like 3 or 4 all defensive teams. So I think that's important. Same thing with Kobe. Kobe has 10 all defensive teams, 9 first team all defensive teams. And if we look at Duncan has altogether 15 all defensive teams. So
15? I thought it was 12.
He might have 12 first team, but he had 15 all defensive teams. He
think
has the most.
I think it's 15 all NBAs and 12 all defense.
Check it. I think I want to. You might be right, but I thought he had.
Just he the all NBA GOAT pretty much.
Yeah. Tim Duncan. Yeah, he has all of it. And I'm saying that where Steph impact has been felt on his team to where it's like they so dangerous. It was 15?
15 and 15. 15 all
15
NBAs, 15 all defense.
Yeah, so I'm like it's probably harder to get above them, but I think he gets in that range with 4 titles, because I think that will put him 4 titles, 2 of them being the best player. The other 2, he was the second best player. I would still say he was the most important player on that team, but you have to start giving him an edge up over some of the other players we have in that top 10 range. And like, who exactly, I don't know, but I do feel like when I look at it, like, and I think nah, fuck it, I'm controversial. So one of the players that I have that I'm thinking about just on the top of my head is, we have some people who also were Warriors that played that put up big numbers, but didn't put up big that didn't put up big wins. And we have Steph that's putting up big numbers and big wins. So we might have to look at that and evaluate that. So I'm just thinking about it from the perspective of, Steph will be top 10. Where you would put him, I'm not exactly sure, but I think he would be right around Kobe, Tim Duncan, and the Larry Bird range. I think that's where he would be.
All right. So people who watch the show already know how we got this top 20 list that's gonna come out one day. So I'm not gonna speak exactly what numbers at. I'm gonna try to build on what you said about when it comes to rankings. So I'm assuming the GOAT or the top tier conversation is LeBron, Kareem, and Jordan. He's not gonna touch them.
No.
All right. He don't have enough Finals MVPs to touch LeBron. He don't have enough championships to touch Jordan. He don't have enough MVPs to touch Kareem. So I get that. So now we're talking about that second tier of players. Like you said, Kobe, Duncan, Bird, Magic, Wilt deserve to be in there. Bill Russell, which Bill Russell could go from tier 1 to tier 2, depending on how you want to cherish it, but that's kind of irrelevant conversation. This conversation not about none of those dudes. This conversation about 2 dudes, 3 at best. Because we are asking where does he land in the top 10. We asking do he get in the top 10. And there's only 3 dudes who will be out of this conversation. Like the solidified few that's in there. Bill and Wilt, most people still put them in the top 10. You got the 3 golden boys, LeBron, Jordan, and Kareem. Then you got Kobe, Magic, Duncan, and Bird. These are the 9 that most people they in that GOAT conversation. Sometimes most people don't say Bird, but Bird still get that top 10 love no matter what. I never seen Bird outside the top 10. So the 3 dudes who are in jeopardy of this is, and of course it's be controversial, but Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, Oscar Robertson. I mean, if somebody wants to say KD, I already had him above KD. So I mean, that's their call. That's a whole other conversation for me. But Oscar Robertson, Steph being the best player on hypothetically 2 championships and being the second best player on 2 more championships, that puts him above Oscar to me. And there's no reason to put Oscar above Steph. So Steph would be above that. Shaq, that's the most interesting one to me. He'll have as much championship as Shaq. He won't have as much Finals MVP as Shaq. He'll have one more regular season MVP than Shaq. Steph had the only unanimous MVP, but Shaq, come on now. We all seen what happened in 2000. That was one of the biggest rivalries in history of being unanimous. I'm not sure how we'll rank him against Shaq. That's an interesting one. That would be something I had to double back to when it comes to Shaq. And I'm gonna let you rebuttal on it. But and then Dream, when it comes to Dream, you could put him above Dream because he has more championships. You know what? The 2 MVPs, the 2 championships, because damn, Dream one of the best 2-way players of all time. I don't know. My question is,
hard.
how do you put him above Shaq and Dream?